So, Ember, something's been bugging me lately.
You mean the inevitable downfall of human civilization as our population reaches the peak of our curve and we're set to see zero growth in the near future?
No, it's actually just cursed Halo.
Oh, yeah, same here. Wait, what, why?
So while playing Cursed Halo, it did something I haven't seen many mods tackle. AI driving vehicles.
Well, duh, because they can't.
Exactly. Even in Bungie games, they can't figure out how to get AI to drive. Their best attempts have been generally with floating vehicles that have zero turn radius, like the Ghosts and Wraiths. This allows the AI to look around freely without needing to also move forward to turn.
Well, flying vehicles seem to work as well.
Dropships are either fully animated or scripted to the exact position, so they can't ever mess up.
And banshees?
Well, they also have some issues.
I see. And even when Bungie has allowed AI to drive warthogs in Halo, yikes, it hasn't been great.
So that got me wondering, how in the living hell did Inferno, Cursed Halo's creator, make a Mario Kart level in Halo? 15 sets of AI all driving around, bumping into each other, flipping over, shooting. I have a bit of experience dealing with AI driving in Halo, as I've even attempted it myself a few times.
So, how did that work?
There are multiple approaches when working with Halo AI. You can attempt to let the AI think for itself. This is generally how AI follow you around in game on foot. You set points around where the player would be, and the AI follow the player as they approach each set of points. They are free to move, shoot, attack, and retreat as long as they are around these points.
This is how ghosts work?
Correct. The next approach would be to take away control from AI. This was my approach in my map, Takedown the Introduction. There's a sequence where you get into the gunner seat of the Warthog. The AI has no control over what's happening, and instead, I run what's called a recorded animation. Recorded animations play back exact moments that I did previously.
It's theater mode, except for just a single thing. In this case, the Warthog.
Precisely. I play back my movements on the Warthog itself, so it will move to each place 100% of the time exactly.
So why isn't this perfect? It works, and will be the exact each time?
The issue lies exactly with that, unfortunately. If anything disrupts the recorded animation, throwing the Warthog off its path, the recorded animation does not take that into account. A simple bump will toss the hog off its path and into wonkiness.
I see.
However, for my next map, Takedown Project Lawson, I solved this as I wanted a similar sequence but through a battlefield. I couldn't risk some plasma shots throwing my Warthog off its path.
And then how?
In this map, I laid out a path for the AI to follow. Go to point 1, then go to point 2, and so on, and so on. That way, if it did get slightly off track, the AI would be able to correct itself and head just to the next point.
Well, that seems pretty foolproof.
It works generally well, but if the AI misses a point, it will turn the hog right back around to hit that point. It's also not great if there's a lot going on, bumping into different vehicles, getting flipped over. And that brings me to Cursed Halo. I had to see what was going on under the surface.
So, how do you even check these things?
That starts with extracting all the files for Cursed Halo so I can open it up in the game editor. From there, I had to sit there looking over lines of code and files to see exactly how it ran.
But coding.
Not this coding. I've seen some things in my life, but I've never seen anything like this.
Well, did you figure anything out?
Yeah. I started following what I could. Inferno put in a sneaky code to flip vehicles back over. Essentially, if a vehicle flips over, it runs a damage effect on the object, forcing it to flip back over. Kind of like a shockwave if a rocket launcher would have hit nearby, but to the vehicle itself. It keeps attempting to hit the shockwave over and over until the AI are back in the vehicle.
Well, that solves that issue of what happens if the AI gets knocked out.
It does. Now you can have vehicles bumping into each other, flipping over, and it won't be a huge issue. But the driving itself is still a major problem. You can have the AI drive themselves like I did in Project Lawson, but if you have the AI go to a point, they will all attempt to go to that exact point. Inferno actually came up with a really clever solution. Just force the AI to go forward.
That's it?
That's it. After banging my head trying to read through the scripts that recalled other scripts that recalled other scripts that recalled other scripts,
we get it.
he just tells them, go forward.
Okay, well that makes sense, but how do they make the lap though?
In the editor, Inferno split up the map into various segments called track spans. When an AI enters into one of these segments, it's given a point out in the distance near the next segment and just told, move forward towards that point. As AI move around the map, they enter into the next segment. When they do this, it sets a new point, so on, telling them where is forward and face this direction.
So face a point and move? As they get close to the point, a new point is set.
Yep, since the point's out in the distance, there's enough wiggle room so the AI aren't bumping into each other trying to get to the point. And this is good because it still leaves the AI with some amount of free will. They're not forced to face that point 100% of the time, just when possible. So if they get bumped, they just attempt to turn back to face the point. It's like someone constantly nagging them to look in a certain direction, and then just move forward. This all combined with the constant changing of the point gets them around the lap eventually. And let's be fair, this isn't perfect. The AI are driving wildly, flipping around, but under the guise of Cursed Halo, it fits the silliness of the mod.
Dang, that's a lot. How long did it take you to figure all this out?
You don't want to know.
Why didn't you just watch Inferno's development video where he explains it all?
What?
Fuck! Special thanks to our Patreon producer Java, and if you want to support us, be sure to subscribe. We are posting new videos on the first of every month.